a car. I can't tell you where because I've been everywhere in America. I can't actually remember. And I cried. But the first time I heard the Big Bang, which was like the big moment for me, I was in Sharon Dasser's office. He's a really good friend of mine in Z100 in New York. And I had my parents on FaceTime. And we were like, oh, it was really cool.
I was in Chicago, riding on Michigan Avenue, and I heard Birthday Sex for the first time. They actually played it 3 times in a row. That's one of those feelings I never forget. And since then, I've been hearing myself for the last 5-6 years. So when I hear new records, it's always the same feeling when I hear it first off the jump. So I mean, it's the same.
In America, we're in Chicago. We were driving from the airport. We'd just landed in Chicago, and it was She Looks Perfect, and yeah, that was the first time. I don't remember the name of the station of it. That was a great day.
There was one time where it was like, would have been like 3 years ago, and we just released a song that was like, was whatever, and we heard it on the radio, and we were all driving back from rehearsal, and we listened in, and it was Out of My Limit on Nova. Back in Australia. That was a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was weird. It's weird to hear yourself on the radio. It was in Nashville. I was at the house. A friend called, said it was on, and the local station there, so I went out and started my Tahoe at the time, and just cranked it up and sat outside and just listened to it and said, thank you, Lord, man, because I moved to town just like Tyler and I both to write songs and then hopefully hear it on the radio one day, and that's just the coolest thing ever.
My first single, a song called Hicktown, was out, and I was going to a friend of mine's house to hang out with him, and I stopped by the store, and as I was getting ready to get out of my truck, my song came on the radio, and I shut the door and drove around the parking lot a few times in the grocery store parking lot to hear it, and it's exciting, man. I mean, for any artist, that's a huge moment in your career, and obviously something that sort of changes your life, and it was a big moment. I don't think anybody can ever forget that.
Heading home from the studio, and I was here in LA, man, and I heard What You Say just like come on the radio, and I was just like, this is not happening. I was 19 years old, and it's one of those moments, man, that I'll never forget, for real, for real.